Hi everyone, welcome back to Caitlin's Crafts and More. I'm Caitlin and I crochet. This is, as you can probably tell from the title, market vlog. It is currently Thursday afternoon. It's 6:15 in the afternoon. My market is on Sunday. I haven't got much time to really prep much. I have got a huge list, but that's a list of things I just want to have prepped. So kind of my goal is to have £3,000 in plushies prepped at all times. Well, not really at all times, but just like right now I'm on 2,200 or something like that. So not really far away from the 3,000 goal. That's the goal because I do a few large markets every year and I don't want to sell out. So I am prepping quite a lot of items to just have enough to not feel like I am stressed crocheting. Like, ideally I don't want to have less than 5 of everything. So like 5 of these, I've actually got 10 of these. 5 pickles, 5 pikas, like just like 5 of everything. So I'm just kind of doing that at the moment. So I've prepped 10 of these. These are the last 3 I need to sew the tails in and put the tag on them. I've got 4 pickles, so this is my 5th one. This is only 1 pika. I just need to add its red cheeks and then he's done, kind of thing. So yeah, I have got a list somewhere. I don't know where I put my list of what I'm going to be making. So I think I'm going to make 2 more dachshunds. I call them a sausage dog. I'm Welsh. I'm not going to lie. I don't really know how to pronounce their correct term, but a sausage dog. I've got 3 of those already, so just need to make 2 more. I think I'm going to do like a light brown with lighter brown and then a dark brown with light brown. Yeah, those are the next ones, and then I'll see where I go from there. So I will check in when I have something to show. So quick update, the platypi, all tagged, sewn in, done. Same with the pickle, and same with Pika, with his little red cheeks and his tail. All tagged, everything's done. So now I'm just gonna get on and crochet some sausage dogs. And I'll update you when I can. And these sausage dogs are gonna take me a while because there's 3 parts you have to crochet and sew, and well, it's 4 parts of crochet, 3 parts of sew, and I might just assembly line do it. So we'll see how I do soon. Hi, sorry, it has been a few days since my last check-in of my market prep. I've actually had the market, so I'll insert a clip here of my setup. As you can see, it's quite a full setup. It was only 1 table, and I did keep a bag of overstock under the table. And what I mean by overstock is I like to prep more than one thing of one item. So the second, like, I had 10 platypuses, but I didn't put all 10 out. I only put 1 out, and then I restocked it when it sold, just so that I had limited what was out in theory. But But yeah, it was a good day. I took £217, so it was a profit of about £195, I think, something like that. Yeah, it was a good day. Sold a lot. I sold a lot of like lucky dips, so I won't include how many of those I sell because they're only £1. But they do make up a lot of my sales. So in plushies, because I also did sell like some hair clips and, you know, roses and stuff, but just in plushies I sold 171. Sorry, I got my emails going off. I'm going to silence those. So just in plushies, I sold £171 worth of plushies. So in that, we'll do my best sellers, I guess. Best sellers were my medium dragons. I sell them for £20 each, and I sold 4 of them. I sold a purple one, a pink one, a green one, and a red one. So that's 4 sold. So I only have 3 more of those left because I did take 7 of those with me. So I have a yellow one, a gold one, and a purple one left. So yeah, I do have a grey one started. I've got a list of what I want to prep now for the next market, which will also be in this video. And then I sold 3 pickles. I sell those for £3 each. So I only have, sorry, something dodgy going on outside. So I only have 2 pickles left, so I need to make more of those. Dachshunds, or sausage dogs as I call them, I had 3 and I sold all 3 for £8 each. So, and I did have requests for more while I was there, so I will be making more of those, definitely. I plan to make 5, so yeah, or 5 or 6, something like that, yeah. Axolotl key rings. My key rings I always sell quite a lot of anyway. So I sold 2 axolotl key rings at £5 each. I sold I know I sold the pink one. I don't actually remember what the colour the other one was, but yeah. Octo key rings, I sold 2, £5 each. I sold again, I don't remember the colours. Frog key rings. That's not how you spell frog. Frog key rings, £5 each. Sold 2. I sold a blue one and a green one. Because she didn't want him to be lonely, so she bought 2. I sold 1 mystery bag for £5. That's a plushie mystery bag. Like I said, I do like £1 and £2 lucky dips, which are not plushies. Sitting bees, I had 2, sold 1 for £8. Chicks in hats, I had 11, sold 1 for £5. Platypus had 10, sold 1 for £5. And cats, I had 5, sold 1 for £5. So yeah, a lot of my money was in medium dragons, and the sausage dogs. I think if I had more, I would have sold more. So definitely will be making more of those. But yeah, it was, like I said, it was a good day. I made quite a lot. But that's only 11 different plushies that sold, and I sell a lot more than 11 different plushies. Just moving you over so I can see how many different plushies I sell. Here. I sell 61 different types of plushies. So when I say different types, like small cat and large cats are separate. Well, you know, turtle keychain separate from medium keychain, that's separate from large separate from, oh my god, I don't even know what I just said. So yeah, turtle keychain is separate from medium turtle, which is separate then from large turtle. So that's 3, but they're all turtles. So yeah, I do sell quite a varied large amount of plushie types. I do want to narrow it down because, again, like blue alien and pink alien are two separate categories. They are the same thing, they're just slightly different. The cat's crying at me to go outside and she can't because I'm working. But yeah, I plan to make, I have a list of 79 plushies I want to make, which is only 21 different types of plushies. And that'll be about £1,000 worth of inventory, which will take me to £3,000, which I keep wanting to get to, but then I keep selling because I haven't stopped my markets. And one of my biggest markets of the year is on May 4th, which is what this video is for, mainly, is that market. Because there's a bank holiday Monday here in the UK on the May 4th. And I really want a large amount of plushie inventory because this week is payday week, so Monday people like to spend money because it's bank holiday, just been paid, all that sort of good stuff. So I'm expecting to make a lot more money if I have a lot more items. So yeah, I've got a priority list, and then I've got this list of like, I've got no ducks, so I might make ducks as a priority. I've got no loaf cows, so I might make loaf cows as a priority. Got no sheeps, you know, just the items I have nothing of. I want to make some of, and then the items that I have the least of, then also want to make some of. But then obviously my best sellers like the pickles, the sausage dogs, and the medium dragons, they're on my radar to make more of. So yeah, that's kind of it. I've got yarn next to me. I've got yarn for not dragons, axolotl keychains next to me. I want to just top up by 4. I want 2 green, 2 pink, and then hopefully that will help with those, because that is £20 worth of inventory. So at the moment I've got £2,041 worth of inventory in stock. So that's why you'll never see me in these videos go through what I'm taking to market, because I have a lot. But let me know if you'd be interested in that. I do have a weekend market coming up in August, which I'm going to prep a lot for, and I'll be taking about 5 bags of inventory, because I'll be, like me, now coming up only one day. I will still be taking my full inventory, so I take more than just plushies when I do take my full inventory. So yeah, let me know if you'd like to see that, me going through everything I'm taking to market. It'll be a long video because, like I said, I mean, even at current, what I've got, just gonna run a report of how many plushies I've currently actually got in stock. I've got 193 plushies in stock at the moment, and I plan to make 79 more, maybe more than that. So if you want to know and see them, let me know, because obviously I do have duplicates of some. So like I've got about 3 brown hat chicks. Obviously, yeah, like stingrays, I've got pink, blue, I've got multiple of each colours. But yeah, let me know if you'd want to go through my inventory bags with me. Because it's coming up sunny now, I can lay in more outside and we can go through them that way. But yeah, let me know on that. Otherwise, I am gonna get back to work and maybe crochet a little. But yeah, I will check back in when I have something more to say. Hi guys, I just wanted to check back in with what I've made, but I can't actually remember if I told you what I had made before my market yesterday. So I had completed a capybara, and something else. Oh yeah, I completed a capybara and 4 chicken nuggets. That was before my market yesterday. So today, so far, it is 4:15 in the afternoon. So yes, still working. You know, I've been sat on meetings and stuff. So there was an hour-long meeting. I had my lunch. So yeah, I've had a little bit of time where I've not been physically doing work. To make some things. So I'm just sorry about the noise, getting them out of my little bag. These are the bags I actually use for the market. So clear. These are the larger ones. I've got about 4 different sizes. But yeah, these are the larger ones. They're clear, so people can actually see what you've bought. They might like it, ask where it's from. They go to the stall over there. So yeah, it's always handy. Clear bags I highly recommend because it's free advertising at the end of the day because people can see what other people have bought. So I am literally just making these things. I'm not like, I'll show you now. The only things that are completed are the 2 axolotls because there's actually no like closing the hole up, so to say, because you do this. So 2 axolotl keychains in green. I did just drop my chicken nugget. But yeah, as I was saying, so here's the whale. But I've not fastened, like I've not closed the hole up yet. I'm putting them in the bag though as completed. Just because I hate this part. So when I come to tag them, I'll just close them up then. Right, sorry, I don't know where we left off because I had to take a call, but whale will finish off when I tag. Chicken nugget. So I already have, I can't remember if I showed you guys these, but I already have 4 in stock. But here's number 5 I made today. Yeah, just a little cute chicken nugget. It's actually glitter yarn. I do not recommend glitter yarn. I am covered in glitter, but cute. It's the only yarn that I have that looks chicken nugget colour. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, chicken nugget. Also, so far, all these have been £5 items, so we're on £20 so far. You know, 2 axolotls, a chicken nugget, and a whale, and a black cat. He has got eyes. I don't know if you can see. This is just black yarn again. Open hole, tail. Probably way too much, but it's chenille yarn. I don't trust it not to snap. But yeah, he's my mini loaf cat. I don't use the normal pattern because I like the pointy ears that this one has. I can't remember who this pattern's by, but yeah, that is that. So we're £25 worth of items made so far today. I'll be finishing work now in 30 minutes, but I want to do some stuff in the garden. I've also just finished baking, and I got dishes to do because I've just been baking. But yeah, I want to finish prepping my garden for my new planters. But yeah, yeah, sorry, I just had an email come through, but I can read it in a bit. It's just someone arguing, because they're in the wrong, and I don't want to admit they're in the wrong, but that is my job. Yes, the next thing I want to make is another chicken nugget, and I don't know what I want to make from there. Maybe the pickles? I don't know, they're only £3 each, so there's only £9 worth of inventory to make the pickles. I might do the grey dragon because I have brought it in and it's already started, so I might do some dragons tonight. Yeah, so I will check back in when I have more to say. Hi guys, so it's another day, and just wanted to check in. I didn't crochet too much yesterday because I had to go into the office. Yeah. Don't but like I went into our customer's office, so like it was a bit more professional Saturday, so I couldn't crochet yesterday. So yeah, last night I did finish my chicken nugget, so that's all the chicken nuggets I want to make for now. Done. So he's going to be added to the bag, and then I got a hoodie bear in his like tie-dye sort of. It's quite cute. This is, oh, if his hood will come up. The hoods don't like coming up when the heads are not there. But that's the hood, it kind of like spiral. But yeah, I haven't got many rows left of the head. I've got 1, 2. I'm on the 3rd repeat of round by here, so I've got 2 more after that one to do, and then I start closing up the head. So yeah, he's a sitting bear. See, obviously this is the Nooks Hooks pattern with the sitting mod. It is just going to be a hooded teddy bear. Her modular patterns. So I bought the bears. So the bears come with the bear, the panda, the t-shirt bear. So Winnie the Pooh, if you like, the t-shirt bear, and the rabbit. So then I also bought the cow, and then I decided I want to make the hoodie bear, so I bought the hoodie bear like add-on. I didn't buy the hoodie bear pattern, I just bought like how to do the hoodie bear part. And then on her Instagram she has the free mod for the how to do a sitting bear. Yeah, the standing ones tend to sell better, but I'm really trying with the sitting ones. I've got a lot of sitting ones now. Probably didn't need another one, but yeah, I think I'm gonna do a grey standing hoodie rabbit in chenille. This is blanket yarn, so these are a bit more expensive. I'm gonna do it in chenille. I really want to figure out how to do the rabbit with the hood. I think I'll probably have to put the ears further back. So yeah, I'll have to see how to do that, but I'll figure that out eventually when it comes to it on the list. So this is that. So once that one's done, we'll have a bit more progress on the list. Oh, Teddy's blocking it. So that is the next one to be done on the list, and then I've got capybaras, the dog pattern, then by the girl who knots. I use blanket yarn for that as well, so they come out a decent size. I want some large cats, but they don't sell too well, so I might see what I can do about those. Large turtles, I've already started one. So yeah, I might do this, the capybaras, the dogs, the large turtles. I've got medium cows on the list. I've always got cows on the list. People love cows. So I might do like a Highland cow, a black and white cow, and maybe a white and brown cow. Or maybe 2 Highland cows and a black and white cow. I don't know. The Highland cows do well, but I like making the Highland cows and the loaf cows, so we'll see how I do. I need more pickles. So yeah, this is the last item in the one section, like I only need to make one of them. So yeah, the capybara dogs, large cats, large turtles, medium cows, pickles. They are all in the 3. I need to make 3 of each of those. And then I've got Standing Bear, which is the standing t-shirt bear, Blue Alien, Fox, Grogu, Guinea Pig, the Chenille Bears, Large Bees, Pika, Pink Alien, Sitting T-shirt Bear, Sitting Bees, Sitting Pig, Stegosaurus, T-Rex, Triceratops. Those are all in the 4. So, to be fair, there's 138 items I need to make, which is like equivalent to like £1.5 grand worth of stock. But I might do the 3 dogs because I know they're quick and I can price them quite well, so they're good money for, you know, as Katie the Celestial Homebody says, good bang for your buck. So I'll do those 3. Next, so I might go and pick some yarn in a minute. I'm waiting for a delivery, and then I might go through and see what I've got none of. So I know I've got no loaf cows. I know I've got no dachshunds, but I should be getting a delivery of yarn for those today. That's why I haven't looked at them. I've not got no bronciosauruses. There is a no-sew quite quick pattern that I can do for those. So, and I've got no ducks. So loaf cows I need 5, ducks 5, dachshunds 5, bronciosauruses 5. So that is 20 items, but like the loaf cows are small and quick. Like they're quite, other than the dachshunds, they're all no-sew patterns. So, and I can probably knock the parts out for the dachshunds and then sew them together later. Yeah, I'm going to be working on this today, and I'm going to track my yarn delivery. I've also got other deliveries coming for the garden and stuff. So yeah, I will do another check-in when I've got more done, I guess. Hi, sorry for the bad lighting. I am now on lunch. I just wanted to hop on and show you. He's obviously missing his nose and the clothes in, but other than that, he's done. So yeah, this is what it looks like with the hood. It just needs a nose and obviously closing up, but obviously that's all done with the darning needle, so all that will be done another time, probably on the weekend. Yeah, so that is that one done. I have carried on with this yarn because I quite like it, and this is my last ball of it, because I used just over a ball for that. I'm making a turtle shell, one of my large turtle shells, so I'll have a blue, this, and maybe a pink one, or maybe I'll go and look for a different variegated and do a different variegated one. But yeah, so then I'll have all 3 shells for the turtles, and then I'll make all the fins for the turtles, make all the heads for the turtles, and then I'll make them all together. And that's just how I think making those will work for me. So yeah, I'll check in when I have more to show you. Hi, so it's now May 1st. Another month. I can't remember if I showed you these. There's these 2 done. I did, one of these was actually a special request, so I'm going to keep it to the side and not take it to market with me on Monday, just because I don't want it to sell and make another one, just in case I don't have time. So this one is going to market with me, so it's going in the bag. Obviously that one, the other one's still going on the inventory because I have made it and it will sell. It's just not going to go to this market. And then yesterday I also made these 2 frogs. They just need eyes, stuffing and sewing up, and a keychain. And then this morning I have already made another 3 frogs. Again, just need eyes, stuffing and sewing. Yeah, this is what you do when you run out of yarn. You know, little projects like this get through those tiny balls of yarn, which means I'm using the yarn in my stock when, you know, I have to buy new yarn to do something like this. Yeah, that's all I've done since I last checked in, I think. Not done much. I had the in-laws over last night. Obviously I'm still working, so Saturday, Sunday I'm hoping to get a bit more done, though I do have my planters to put together, fill and, you know, plants with. But yeah, that's kind of it for now. I might check in once these all, you know, finish off properly. And if I make anything else, I want to actually get a shift on the turtles today, just because I know I've only got 3 to make and they're £30 each, so that will make a big dent in, like, price wise how much inventory I want. So yeah, I'll check in soon. Hi, the market's actually happened. I haven't had enough time before the market to go through all of this, so I haven't updated my sheets yet. So I was about to update them. I thought I'd check in. So firstly, I'm going to insert some clips from my market setup. I also didn't get anything from my breakdown because we were there over time because there were still people shopping, and so I got taxed that. And yeah, it was just so busy that my partner struggled to even go and get the car because there was still too many people walking around to bring the car in to start packing away. So we just kind of started packing away. And then once the people started to leave, he went and got the car. But yeah, I'm going to insert the video I took at the market and some photos of my stall, and then we'll chat again.
Yeah, we'll see every time. We'll be ready to go. 10 minutes, good to go. Awesome.
So yeah, as you can see, it was quite a full stall. I had 2 bags of overstock as well, which we'll get through when I come to talk about what we got sold, because I did basically empty my overstock bags. I think I had 3 bags of overstock. One was completely empty, one was nearly empty, and the other one was just like winter overstock, because I was selling my winter stuff really cheap, just to get rid of it. But yeah, we'll go through now. I'm going to go through what I took the least of, and yeah. So I had one stand-in Pooh Bear, that was £20. I had one blue alien, which is obviously Stitch. That's £20. I actually had 2 Grogu's, so I made one last minute. They're £8 each, so I had £16 worth of inventory. I had 1 guinea pig, £8. I had one £20 hoodie bear, which was made with chenille yarn. That was a sit-in hoodie bear. I had 1 kangaroo, which is £20. 1 large axolotl at £30. 1 large bee at £20. I might lower that to 15. I'll have to see, because they were selling at 15. Yeah, I think I'm gonna lower that to 15. I'll have to remember to do that. 1 large cow at 35. 1 pika at 15. 1 pink alien at 20. 1 rabbit at 20. 1 sit-in Pooh Bear at 20. 1 sit-in bee at 8. 1 tiger at 20. 2 capybaras for £5 each. 2 large cats at £15 each. 2 medium cows at £10 each. 2 medium? Yes, 2 medium rabbits at £15 each. Sorry, I got confused then. I had 4 dogs in the end of £8 each. 4 large chickens. I'm gonna have to lower that to 3 because I cut one up for stuffing. Needs must. We'll talk about that. I had 4 large turtles at £30 each. I had 4 medium dragons at £20 each. I had 5 medium axolotls at £20 each. They were 15 and meant to be 20. I didn't realise until later on, so I think I sold 2 at 15. Again, issues. I had 6 chicken nuggets at £5 each. I had 6 medium turtles at £15 each. I had 9 axolotl keychains at £5 each. I had 9 platypus at £5 each. I had 10 chicks in hats at £5 each. 10 frogs on keychains at £5 each. And 10 plushie mystery bags at £5 each. There's definitely stuff missing from this. I'm so confused. Give me a second, there's definitely stuff missing off this list. Okay, so I have figured out what went wrong. I don't actually know where in the list these all are now. But I think we missed out on clothed bears, which are my larger, like, sit-in bears, but not characters. So they're £25 each. I had 5 of those. Crochet kits, £10 each. I had 4 of those. Sausage dogs, £10 each. I had 2 of those. Eggs, I had £5 each. I had 2 of those. Fish, £15. I have 1. Fox, £10. I had 1. Frog keychains. I don't really know. I can't remember what I said either, and I'm not gonna look, so you might hear some of these twice. Frog keychains, £5 each, 10. Large dragons, £40 each, 3. Large rabbits, £35 each, 3. Large strawberry, £40, 1. Octo keychains, £5 each, 15. Ogre, £20, 1. Pickles, £3. I actually only took 2, but I did make 1 while I was there for this little girl. She was really upset, so technically 3. A pig, sit-in pig, £8 one. I'm so confused. It says rabbit, £20 and one. Oh, yeah. Rabbit, as in the one from Winnie the Pooh. £20 and one. Sitting bee, £8 one. Small cats, £5 and five. Small chickens, £5 and five. Small dragons, £10 and five. Stegosaurus, £15 and one. Stingray, £5 and 15. T-Rex, £10 and one. Triceratops, £15 and one. Tulips, £10 and five. Turtle keychains, £5 and six. Whale keychains, £5 and 16. So as a total, I took 209 items with £2,138. But from the video, you can see I took more than just plushies. I do not have the value of those items because I haven't properly redone my stock in a long time. So yeah, I need to pull it all out at some point and do a proper stock take and add it all onto these sheets so I can track everything better. But yeah, now I'm gonna enter in everything that I've sold. I'm going to do a few different sold charts in here, I think. So let me just get something together for my short sold sheets and all of that. But yeah, I'm definitely going to need to add more to my make list, and unfortunately they're big items as well on there, but we'll have to. I'm not gonna worry too much about my next market. It's only a small one, but the one after that, hopefully that was a big one because I am outdoors again. But yeah, my goal is to get £3,000 in plushies by my August market. I really don't see it happening, but yeah, because I've got a holiday before then, and I got a holiday after that, so yeah, I need to. My August market is my only multiple day event, and I will be camping there, so hopefully it's a big one. Yeah, I think it's my most expensive one, but technically over the 2 days it's cheaper than the one I just did. So yeah, so we'll get through all of that in this video when I come back. Right, so I haven't. My cat's scratching her cat tray. I haven't finished calculating everything, but here's what I have calculated. I sold 51 items for a total of £453. My booth fee was £50 to be there. Hardly used any fuel because it was only 20 minutes down the road, which is always nice. So yeah, it's quite nice. So yeah, just those 51 items then. Axolotl key. Actually, should we go bestsellers? Let's. There we go. So bestsellers were stingrays and turtle keychains. I sold 5 of each for £5 each, so both made £25. But if we're talking bestsellers in value, it would be my medium axolotls. I sold 4 for £80. So yeah, those are my 3 bestsellers. I actually only have 1 turtle keychain left because before the market I didn't get to prep in any, so it's definitely got to be a priority for me because I want at least 15 to 20 of my keyrings at all times. So as you can see, I'm bestsellers for a reason. So yeah, so those 3, and then in 4th place we've got Octo keyrings. I sold 4 for £5 each. Axolotl keyrings then sold 4 for £5 each. Pickles sold 3 for £3 each. Medium dragons are sold 2 for £20 each. Medium turtles are sold 2 for £15 each. Mystery bags sold 2 for £5 each. Chicks in hats sold 2 for £5 each. Small chickens sold 2 for £5 each. Small cats sold 2 for £5 each. Whale keychains sold 2 for £5 each. Frog keychains sold 2 for £5 each. Large turtles, I only sold the one for £30. A piglet, I sold one for £20. Eeyore, I sold one for £20. Pika, I sold one for £15. Evie, I sold one for £10. The little dog by The Girl Who Knots, I sold one for £8. The guinea pig, I sold one for £8. Grogu, I sold one for £8. And the platypus, I sold one for £5. So yeah, that's good sales. I'm gonna finish calculating my inventory. I'll let you know how much inventory I've got left and what it's worth and what I need to make. Hi, so done a bit of calculations. What plushies I have left in stock is 159 plushies with £1,682. So I've dropped below the 2,000, which is obviously a good thing that I'm selling, but for my £3,000 goal is not great. So I'm gonna have to make a few. I don't know whether to start with the things I need to make the most of or not, but yeah, so for my list to make, I need to make 166 plushies with £1,541, and that will take me over the £3,000 threshold for plushies. So yeah, some of those plushies on the list are stuff that I don't currently have in stock as well, or have just sold out. So like loaf cows, I've got none in stock, so I want to have 20 of them because they're £5 each, £100, nice easy stock, quick. Pickles, I want to have 20 of them because they've been selling really well recently, even though I hadn't sold any last year at all, which is crazy. So they're £3 each, 20, £60 worth of stock. Turtle keychains, I've got one left, so ideally I want to get to up to 15 in stock or 20. So I've put 14 on the list to make. Axolotls, again, want to be on 15 to 20, so I've put 10 on the list to make. Ducks, I have none in stock, and I know people want ducks, so that is on a priority list as well. I've put 10 to make. I want to make a few brown ones, I want to make a few yellow ones, and then I want to go crazy colours. Medium dragons, again, one of my best sellers, so I've put 8 to make, so I have 10 then in stock. Frog keychains, again, want to have 15 to 20 in stock, so I've put 7 to make. Small cats, I've put 7. We'll see, they've been selling. So Bronchiosaurus, I've got none in stock, so I've put 5. Pika, I have none in stock now, and it was quite popular, so I've put 5. Evie, I've got none in stock, so I've put 5, but I think I might look for a new pattern, so that might change the price and stuff. Guinea pig, I've got none in stock, so I've put 5. Pink alien, I've got 1 in stock, so I've put 4. Large bee, again, I've got 1, so I've put 4. Blue alien, I've got 1, so I've put 4. Do I want those? And then I've got Pooh Bear. I just changed that to 3 because I do actually have 2. I just got 1 sitting, 1 standing. Triceratops, I've got 1, so I put 4. Stegosaurus, I've got 1, so I put 4. T-Rex, I've got 1, so I put 4. Sitting pig, I've got 1, so I've put 4. Sitting bee, I've got 1, so I've put 4. Grogu, I've got 1 now, so I put 4. Sausage dog, I've got 2, so I've put 3 medium cows. I've got 2, so I've put 3 small chickens. I've got a few. I've got 3, so I've put 2 medium turtles. I've got 4, so I've put 3. Wait, how many medium turtles have I got? Medium turtles, I've got 4, so I've put 1. Large turtles, I have 3, so I need 2. Also on that list there was other things I wanted to add. What did I want to add? Sorry if you can hear the cat, she just wants to go outside. She's a house cat. She just goes outside, eats grass, comes in here, balls it up. Gross, I know. There was sheep. I'm probably going to do the sit-in sheep pattern, so they'll probably be again £8. I've had people asking for those as well, so I'll probably make 5, just to have 5. I might go through some of my patterns that I've got what I haven't made in a while, and maybe add those to the list when I get through the list, I guess. Yeah, so I'm probably going to start with the pickles, loaf cows, because I want 20 of each, so that's 40 plushies. So, see a challenge coming soon. If you enjoyed watching, let me know, leave a comment, like, subscribe. I will have more of these market day vlogs. I do a lot of markets in a year. Again, like I said, I've got a 2-day market coming up in August. I do also have another big market at the end of this month, so hopefully you will have a market prep challenge video, because I need stock. If that wasn't clear. So yeah, 20 pickles. I might do that today. Watch. I might do a 24-hour making pickles, or 12 hours making pickles. Let's have a look at what my next video is. Stay tuned, and I'll see you on the next one.